Hello brew tubers, it's a midweek brew. I took half a day off to make this New England IPA. Second time doing it. This version I'm going to try and make a little less bitter, so I've got to make sure I adjust for alpha acids from the recipe and just be a bit careful on that front. As last time I did it, it was a little bit bitter. So grain bill is 5 kilograms of pale malt, 650 grams of wheat malt and 650 grams of porridge oats. So about to chuck that in the old Bulldog brewer and we'll go from there. Also porridge and the wheat malt going in. Smells very porridgey in here. Right, 5 kilograms of pale malt then. So how's brew day going? Let me show you. Oh dear. There is a little cable here which has come undone from this here. So I couldn't mash in properly. So, yes, some emergency soldering is required. Bloody lovely. After a little bit of a soldering job, back in action. So here we have it, my worst brew day yet. The element failed during the mash. It wouldn't go above 50 degrees Celsius. What had happened was one of the wires had melted or sort of just come off the element. So I had to solder that back on. Then during that delayed me by an hour. Then during sparge, the whole basket, grain basket, fell into the wort. I lost quite a lot of wort from that, and I burnt my arm. It doesn't look too bad, but it stings quite a bit. So yes, injury. And then there's just like wart all over vert, or wherever you want to call it, all over the walls and all over the floor. So it took me about an hour, half hour to clean that up. Only just getting up to boiling temperature, so it's not going very well. I need a beer. I haven't even had a beer yet. So all this is sober mistakes. Yeah, but yeah, the basket fell in. There's like a little steel ring which goes round the inside in the lip in the Bulldog brewer, and that just gave way down. I was stirring it at the time, so perhaps that had something to do with it. But yeah, stuck sparge, stuck mash as well. It's not going well. We'll have to see what the OG is, because I did lose a lot of stuff. I had to sort of do a batch sparge, so just pour in like 3 litres of water, stir it, wait for it to drain, then do, you know, put another load of hot water in, stir it. So I had to sparge that way. It's not going well. Not going. That looks very murky indeed. We're just coming up to the boil. Let's pray to God we don't get a boil over. It's going to take some skill, this. Yeah. Oh dear. It's alive! Okay, we've reached hop break. I'm going to leave it 15 minutes before I add the first hop additions. A, so I can eat dinner, and B, just to get the level down. I want to try and reduce the quantity I get, because I'm not confident on the sugar levels in there since I lost so much during the accident. So we'll see how it goes. First hop addition, 10 grams of Warrior. In it goes. 55 minutes, and then the next hop addition. Last 15 minutes from the end, 1 proto flock. Last 5 minutes of the boil, in go 5 grams Citra, 5 grams Amarillo and 5 grams Galaxy. stir. Perfect. So we're at 80 degrees Celsius, adding 25 grams of Citra, 25 grams of Galaxy and 25 grams of Amarillo, and then we'll whirlpool that, or just give it a big stir. Lovely jubbly. All transferred to the fermentation vessel. Brown garden Kvite yeast added, and tilt hydrometer popped in as well. Thank heavens, that's the end of brew day. Without a doubt, that is the worst brew day I've had. Start things off, the problem with the wire coming off the element, so having to take the grain basket out, pour all the vert into a fermentation vessel, solder the wire back onto the element, put it all back together again, and put the mash basket back in and the wort. Then I had a stuck mash. I don't think I got such a bad stuck mash last time, but yeah, I got a stuck mash. And then sparging, got a stuck sparge, I had to stir it. Then the grain basket fell into the Bulldog brewer, spraying hot liquid everywhere and bloody grains up the wall and on the floor. Oh, such a mess. Really severely burnt my arm. Well, I wouldn't say severely, but it still stings now. And that was ages ago. Fortunately, no blisters. That's something else. But yeah, really hurt my arm. I was running it under a cold tap for about 15-20 minutes. Obviously, had to then carry on sparging. Boil, the actual boil was okay. The hop additions, whilst filtering the beer through the second hop spider, the tap came out, the recirculation hose, the thing came out, so that started spraying hot boiling water on the floor. So that was a bit of a disaster as well, so I had to pick that up quickly, slightly burnt my fingers and put it back in. And I wasn't being particularly clumsy either, it's just things were going wrong. So, done that. Then the hop additions were all fine, apart from I should have only added 15 grams of Galaxy at the Whirlpool Flame Out cooling down edition, where I put 25 grams in, but that won't matter too much. The yeast, I thought I had some good Saison yeast put aside, but there wasn't that much in there, so I had to pinch some from the American wheat beer. That's a Fram Garden Kvite yeast, which I wanted to use anyway, so I had to get a spoon and sort of scrape some chub off the bottom of that, sterilised spoon, and then just add it to the fermenter. Then the hydrometer reading, 1059. Last time I brewed this I got 1066, so to be honest I was half expecting that. It's not a disaster, it's obviously very disappointing. I've nowhere near, you know, the same original gravity as the first time I brewed it, but 1059, I can make a fairly good strength beer with that. I will add some pineapple juice, because that really worked quite nicely last time I added pineapple juice. Whether I just add the 1 litre or 2 litres, I'm not sure. Last time I think I added 2 litres, but this time I'll add the 1 litre. I didn't do any adjustments for alpha acids, because the alpha acids in the recipe were very, very similar to the ones I had. I think what happened last time, I did two dry hop additions, whereas I reread the recipe and there's only 1 dry hop addition, so I think I might have added an extra one by accident last time. I'm not sure why I did that, but yeah, just 1 more dry hop addition, which I'll do in 5 days time, which will be the weekend. Yeah, so here's a picture of the hydrometer. I'm using the tilt hydrometer. So as you can see, that's 10:59. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's now in the brew shed. Got to tidy up more than I have done. What I've done is I've just put, I haven't washed anything yet, but I've covered the Bulldog brewer and everything in water so it doesn't dry and stick. So it should be a bit easier when I clean it tomorrow. Yeah, it's a bastard though today. And I had such a good, few brew days before that. Obviously there's a bad one with the American wheat beer, but in general things have been doing well. I don't know why everything just went wrong today. Who knows? Who knows? So, yeah, the brew shed was looking lovely and tidy before I started as well. It was looking beautiful in there. But, yeah, it's now not so nice. I need to have a good tidy up because I've got some guests coming on Friday, so I need to get tidied up for that. The summer ale has finished fermenting. That dropped down to 10.09 on the hydrometer, and it's stayed like that for a couple of days. So 4% beer, the summer ale. The extra special bitter in the conical fermenter, that was at 5% within 48 hours of pitching the yeast. Amazingly quick. Yeah, the first 24 hours it dropped from 10:55 on the hydrometer to 10:37, and I think when I checked it earlier this morning it was 10:17. So that bubble has just been going non-stop, and that's the SO4 yeast. So that's gone really well. Need to check the London Porter as well. So yeah, lots to do. We shall hopefully see how this New England IPA turns out. I've got every confidence it will be okay, but yes, what a day, what a day. I just can't understand why it just went so wrong. 3 big spillages, well, 2 big spillages, 1 small one, or sort of hot boiling liquid across the floor. Then obviously electrical problems. How long that soldering job I did last, I have no idea. It's an awful little soldering job. It was, yeah, I'm not very good at soldering. So yes, fun and games. I hadn't even been drinking. I was sober throughout the whole process. Need to drink now though. Anyway, I shall leave it at that. Not a good brew day, but we've got a beer out of it. Hopefully it'll be a nice beer. Yeah. All the best, and I shall see you again soon. Au revoir.